AITC is a really unique set of schools and campuses. What we're doing is giving the opportunity for young people to match up to industry. So there's a significant need in industry for really good young people, apprentices coming through across all industries. So it's not even just your traditional trades. And most of the education systems at the moment aren't geared for that. They're geared for university. So what AITC is doing is really allowing those young people that would like to have a career in industry actually get started on that early. So as opposed to their first job, we're really trying to create a career opportunity for them.
A really key part of it that I need to make clear is that we are working really closely with employers, with industry bodies, and listening to what they need, listening to what would be the best way and the best things to include to prepare a young person for that sector.
My job was to try to get the right match. I was employed as an industry consultant, which was a person that links young people to employers. So just because an employer had a job and we had a student that wanted a job, it didn't necessarily mean to say that that was the right match. So the personalities had to match, their attitudes had to match their interests quite often, and just the way they saw things and the way they did things. An employer might be really particular, where one student might be a bit off-handed, so you need to make sure that you get the right match along the way, and that way you're looking at more longevity and a more enjoyable time that we're there together, so everybody's happy.
What we have here is a replica of a gas facility. I guess in the first part of your apprenticeship, some of the things that you're overhauling in the workshop are the engines and the compressors. You also do particular components like valves and wastegates and whatever. Yep. So towards the end of your apprenticeship, you'll basically be set up to go to field and work on a facility like this.
Yeah, cool. I joined the AITC at the start of year 10, as my old school really wasn't for me. I saw the opportunity and I took it, and I really wouldn't look back. I'm currently in year 12 and I am almost a second year at Enerflex.
The AITC young person model works for Enerflex because by bringing them in as a student, given an opportunity, when we get to the end of year 12, we're dealing with someone that has already done the first year of their apprenticeship, rather than finding year 12 students going through thousands of applicants, and even then we still don't understand if it's the right student for the job.
The AITC young people that come to industry seem to be a lot more advanced, certainly in their soft skills. They really get the safety component, the looking at you in the eye, the shaking the hands, the no mobile phones, they're respectful, they're on time. So all those values that we like to try and impart on apprentices, they've already got. So you can just get straight into the work itself, and that's really, that's a time saver for industry.
AITC have values that are aligned very much with Enerflex. We've since apprenticed 3 of the AITC students who at the end of this year graduate and become second year apprentices.
Enerflex support our key narrative on young people finishing year 12, and the young people that we have signed up here today have been told very clearly that if they value their apprenticeship, then they must stay in school and finish year 12, and Jason and the team here have been massive advocates of supporting that key message and that graduation guarantee.
That red gathering line, the gas is that hot that we have to cool it down. So it's pumped up the top, it goes through a series of cooling, and then it comes back out and then back out into the main line.
As a school, yes, we do 10 weeks worth of work in 5, but they make that very achievable rather than being left behind at just your regular school and not knowing what's in the future. AITC gives you an opportunity to work out your future and start your career early. Out in the field, like stuff like this, how much high risk work is involved?
A lot of this is high risk, and that's the main reason why at the end of the day we wait until you're at the end of your second year.
Yep.
It's very important that you understand a lot of the components, but the dangers around assembling components and why they have to be put together in a certain way, why we have processes and ITPs in place to actually ensure that we've got some quality control.
We're very big on the fact that if there's an opportunity that presents itself, we need to send a young person or young people most deserving. So we look at recent feedback that they've had from their previous work experience placements. We also look to their behaviour and their work ethic in our workplace, in our school, and we will select the young people we think are most ready to come forward for an opportunity.
So I started at AITC halfway through year 10, did a bit of chippy work, then went across to motorbike mechanics, and then Found myself here at Enerflex, did 8 weeks here of work experience and then thankfully got the apprenticeship offer. Currently in year 12 now, been here a year, it's pretty much loved it ever since. Mum and Dad were really supportive with because I was a bit worried about losing mates sort of thing, which is a big thing for everyone really moving schools, but I was glad they pushed me a bit because if I didn't move I probably wouldn't be here now at Enerflex.
Enerflex do so much in the gas industry, and for our young people that's a very, very hard industry to crack, so this opportunity that was going to be presented to the selected few was going to set them up for a great career for many, many years. We actually arranged for 4 young people to come out for a work placement, and I'm really proud to say that 3 of those young people surpassed their expectations and were signed up into a school-based apprenticeship. And we're really proud to say too that those young people are still here working today and about to graduate.
Industry driven means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. For me, I think one of the key things that we need to consider is that at the AITC, we have a number of stakeholders to consider. And that's not always the same for all schools, okay? Industry driven means that we see industry and employers and industry bodies as a key stakeholder in our strategic thinking and our decision making. That's not always the case for all schools. It's about helping industry and listening to industry needs, but then also helping to come up with solutions proactively.
I think an employer would definitely take on the AITC concept once they've tried it, and the main reason is just the inroad opportunity.
You know, for industry, they're facing this constant challenge of where they find, new apprentices or new people starting out in industry. And so to have someone that they can kind of partner with to provide them that pipeline of talent, it's a tremendous opportunity.
At the end of the day, a lot of mum and dad employees, they don't have the people to support them, to onboard people, whereas this takes all that away. It gives the small business and the large businesses like ourselves an opportunity to deal with it in a no-fuss way. We've also got a partnership where it's not just between the employer and the employee or the apprentice. We have a partnership with mum and dad, and we have a partnership with the AITC.